Inspired by the famous legendary video game League of Legends, the first season of Arcane was a huge hit among teenagers and gamers, but Jinx has never felt more alone than ever in Season 2. And V's love life has just gone more complicated than ever. After Arcane released the series on Netflix on November 2021, they definitely made sure to leave a very cliffhanging ending, indicating all the characters, but especially Jinx's story, is not coming to an end anytime soon. But good news already arrived for fans on November 21st, 2021, and it's Netflix confirming Season 2 of the series. With Netflix's subscription over the past year, we could only thank the heavens that Arcane is still pushing through. This might be because of the large fan base, due to a lot of gamers, and its plot. Although it won't take another 6 years for the production team to finish the second season, the possibility of animation finished by 2022 is practically impossible. But hold on to your horses, everybody, because by 2023, it's coming to your screens at the ready. Co-creators Christian Linke and Alex Yee have already teased how the episodes will be released, and it's by triplets. That's right, not actual babies, but 3 episodes every week with 30 minutes worth of magical video content, because there is always something big and grand at the end of the 3rd episode. But honestly, knowing Arcane, it's something big and grand every episode. Not only will fans be given 1 hour and a half of majestic adventure every week, but it is also ample time to strategize and guess what's next. And for the big question, how does Arcane end? In the universe of League of Legends, anything is possible. So remember to keep your minds open, because if we know anything, it's that Linke and Yee create very unexpected endings. Although the full voice acting cast hasn't been fully revealed to the public, and possibly hasn't been fully confirmed, Haley Steinfeld will continue to voice Vi, Ella Purnell as Jinx, and Katie Lung as Caitlyn. Funny story actually. Linke and Yee actually didn't know that Haley Steinfeld would be the star she is today, that we know and love. They both hired her years ago, way before she got famous for Dickinson and Hawkeye. But how great did it turn out for all of them? It's no secret that Steinfeld's involvement has increased engagement with her larger fan base. Anyways, to keep things interesting, many fans have actually speculated the possibility of an additional character to the series. Speaking of speculations, League of Legends gamers are on to some fan theories regarding the new up-and-coming season. After the teaser was released, a lot are seriously convinced that the additional character they've been anticipating is the League of Legends half-werewolf, half-cyborg champion, Warwick. Although his mechanical heart is heard, his memories of his life before his long slumber are still unknown. And what's so scary about it is you don't know which team he'll be playing on. He could be the ace the enemies need to fully destroy any last hope there is. Or he could be Jinx's newest fighting friend. As everyone knows, Jinx was a bunch of all mess in the last episodes, with so many threads to untie this upcoming season. With Zaun left in shambles after Silco died, Chaos may reprise to take the chief position. However, fans actually think that Vi should take the position instead of Jinx. And honestly, why not? Jinx is not emotionally capable just yet, and leadership is in V's family, considering she's the adopted daughter of Vander, Zaun's late leader. But then again, Vi might not want to give the chief position of Jinx. You know, after she blew up a building with hundreds of voters inside. Although there is a super tiny bit of justification behind her actions, her impulsive acts might completely divide Zaun and Piltover, causing a huge war. Reed Shannon points out the beauty of the absence of racism. However, the poverty difference between the Undercity and the Top City is ridiculous, but realistic enough to smash the like button. Kidding aside, Reed also points out how amazing it would be to see Echo and Mel interact. Creator Linke expands the possibilities to the imaginations of the viewers. Since the League of Legends universe is vast and completely limitless, Linke believes that they could tell way more stories and include more characters in the series. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, yes, Arcane Season 3 is definitely not impossible. In fact, it's practically 80% possible. The two creators actually teased that Arcane is going to be a full-on franchise. Apart from the series, a movie adaptation about new characters is in the drawing book, but they will still continue exploring the League of Legends universe. Arcane Season 2's trailer will be out for public viewing late this year, possibly around November too. Until then, I guess we just have to re-watch Season 1 on Netflix over and over again to refresh the mind. And maybe you could take Linke's word for it and imagine a plot line that you'd want. In addition to fan speculations regarding the plot and characters, they're extremely excited for Arcane 2 in hopes to venture out more on the iconic locations of the universe, like the Argent Mountains and Astral Glove. With 12 seasons worth of the League of Legends, I'm left curious whether or not they'd push to 12 seasons of the animated Arcane series too. With League of Legends' extremely large fan base, it's definitely not hard to sell, but it will be tiring producing these same characters again. What do you think? If there's more to love in the Arcane's franchise, it's definitely Vi and Caitlyn's brewing love story. The angst, tension, and chemistry are hot and beautiful, and they deserve their own happy ending too. But the cards of that happening are slim to none, because for one, remember when Jinx was furiously jealous of Vi and Caitlyn when they both formed an intimate bond after Caitlyn helped Vi by releasing her from prison? Chances are Jinx won't be in full support of the relationship as much as I am. Second is the fictional animation world's tendency to simply just leave the implication of two LGBTQ+ characters' romance in the air, with no way of confirmation. It has been a common format in the animation industry to remain neutral. While Vi and Caitlyn definitely have a bond like no other, their love story will live in our heads alone by our imagination. But who knows? Maybe Linke and Yi might be different and explore more in their story. Plus, with Vi alone to lead an entire city by herself, she could definitely use Caitlyn's help. The good news is that Netflix's subscription numbers have gone down significantly halfway this year, and the increasing number of support from the LGBTQ+ community could be used to their advantage. Considering they already implied Caitlyn and Vi's love, homophobia is definitely not the reason they won't be expounding their story. The Arcane franchise isn't one to tell a full romantic story, but they do know how to leave their audience guessing. When discussing about romance in the series, you can't leave out Counselor Mel Medarda and Jayce Talus. Their unexpected love story will hopefully be more exposed in the second season. After all, it was very unlikely that the uptight and extremely reserved Counselor Mel had fallen in love with the leader of Falon, Jayce Talus. After sharing some personal details, the two definitely could not deny the brewing romance and tension in the story. Their relationship status isn't confirmed yet, because you should hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Or, because of the hectic drama that has been continuously happening in both towns throughout the city. But who knows? What I do know is that fans, and I included, are keeping our fingers crossed that they truly fall in love, get married, have children, and rule together. Arcane 2 is definitely a hurricane wrapped in one season, but it's definitely the only hurricane we are happily anticipating, with our arms wide open. But genuinely, all characters have a story to tell, and I do not mind if more seasons are to come. See you in the next video.